You're listening to Moviesucktastic.
I think it's a good thing to go upside of a woman's head when she starts handling your lip. I mean, believe it or not, they like that. You have got to go into your nigga act on them every once in a while. They gonna push it till you do. They want you to show them where the lines are.
It all sounds like some bad movie.
That's up in front of you. What year did this come out?
It came out in my year of birth, 1976.
Oh, right. And where to begin? How does the film opens up in the 70s or the 60s? 50s?
It opens up in 1941, I believe. 1941 or 1942.
That's right. Okay.
Yeah. And
I have no real concept of time. I can't tell fashion and styles.
That's all right. Okay. Well, what happens is it opens up to
in a meatpacking plant.
Right. And you just the gist of it is you see this woman being murdered.
She's arguing with this Mac Daddy. And he,
goddamn woman, nobody talks to me that way.
Yeah, she spurns his advances and says she's going to stay with her beau. And he, offended, outraged even, he takes out his flick knife and slashes her throat.
Right, kills her right there.
And then J.D. Walker happens upon the scene,
comes in,
finds her, and then gets her blood on his hands. And then a young gold-toothed Lou Gossett.
Reverend Elijah Bliss.
Gossett.
With fucking hair.
And a gold tooth. Stumbles upon
He doesn't ever lose the gold tooth, but the hair, he loses the hair.
Well, don't spoil it. They can ruin the ending.
What are you talking about? You see him in the first 20 minutes, half an hour. He's got no hair.
And convinced that JD is the one who has killed this woman, shoots JD down.
Yep.
All right, there you have your revenge story plot set up.
There you go.
We then come into the 70s where we have young college students in their late 20s, early 30s playing football.
This movie looks like a TV movie, too. I mean, other than the swearing, the nudity, and the blood, as far as how it...
Apart from the nudity, swearing, and blood, it's just like a made-for-TV movie.
No. I'm saying it aesthetically, it looks like a TV movie.
This would make a kick-ass after-school special about the dangers of hypnotism.
Okay, that would be the message?
Either that or I think that would have to be it. I can't think of anything else to take from it. Well, so at the football game, we meet our young hero. What's his name?
Isaac.
Isaac.
Well, they call him Ike. They call him Ike in the film.
They call him Ike
often.
And then someone calls him Isaac at one point. So even though it's Isaac.
Okay, Isaac. Yeah. I could see that.
Right. And we meet him and his girlfriend. What the hell was her name? That was a weird name.
Her name? Christella.
Priscilla.
No, Christella.
Christella.
Cristella.
And that's the problem, too, because both of them had nicknames, pet names, so each one gets called 2 or 3 different things during the film. So there'll be a conversation going and they'll reference somebody, and if you're not paying attention, you don't know who they're talking about because they keep changing the names.
Well, the thing is, too, there's a few weird names in this movie, like Theotis, which plays Lou Gossett's father, which, later on you find more about that character.
Right.
But so they go out for a night on the town. He doesn't want to do it. But he says, his girlfriend says, we've made plans. Let's go out.
But wait. I need to underline the fact that they show that he's a young black man.
In law school.
In law school, studying to be a lawyer.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm thinking, with his young soon-to-be bride, and I'm thinking, oh my God, this is the Barack Obama story. Holy shit. Can we... So now, if anything happens during Barack Obama's run for president for 2012, if you start noticing him acting funny or getting a little jive, and you know it's
Bitch,
JD.
my foreign policy, there's nothing wrong with it.
Listen, bitches, sign it now.
999. Oh, wait, that's the wrong guy.
I ain't never harassed nobody. What are you wearing?
God damn, woman.
What are you
Let me
wearing?
see those titties.
I ain't wearing a goddamn thing. But yeah, it's Barack Obama, the early years, New Orleans.
Ah, yes, it is.
And even when he gets the hat, it looks like the hat from those early pictures they had of him in college. It's like, Jesus, this is creepy.
Yeah.
But yeah, so they go on a night in the town. Now, can we backtrack a minute?
Sure.
When they showed the JD's grave,
Yes.
there's already like ferns growing out of the thing. When they buried him, when they put him in the mausoleum.
Oh, really?
Like there's ferns stuck.
Oh, you know why? Because they
just threw it up. Yeah.
Well, because later on in the film he revisits his grave. So they didn't bother to clean up. They just probably filmed that in the same fucking day.
But even then, there's fern leaves like stuck behind the stone, supposed stone.
Right.
So it's like they just slapped it up there and didn't even bother pulling the plants out from behind it.
No.
No.
But that's a real qualm.
And one of my favorite quotes was during our introduction to the young law student, Isaac. He said, "Baby, these are $30 Superstar shoes." I don't know why. I had to rewind that 3 times. That is a killer line. "Baby, these are $30 Superstar shoes."
There's so many good lines in this movie too.
It's also like the Ike and Tina story, where it kind of creepy after a while.
Well, he does beat her up a couple of times.
Well, yeah, I mean,
keeps taking him back. It's like, damn, bitch, you are stupid. I was like, holy shit.
So
I think one of my favorite lines is, "Oh man, I'm blacked out. I don't know what's going on."
Don't jump the gun.
I beat up my baby.
No, don't get ahead. We have to go through this linearly.
Okay.
It gets better as it goes.
Oh, it really does.
And also, my notes are linear. Now what?
Oh god, I didn't write notes. It's all up here, baby.
Really? Oh wow.
You know what? I watched it thinking I wasn't gonna like it, and
I told you it was great.
No, I know. I sat at my computer and I'm
People
like,
gotta start listening to me when I say stuff like this.
I was like, I should really be taking notes on this, but it's like when I enjoy film, I usually tend to write very little or no notes. So.
This one was a rare one where I love it, but I still had a lot of notes to do. I mean, for example, when you said they go out in a town, right?
Yes.
So
paint the town red.
So when 2 young couples in their college couples in their early 20s, mid 20s, decide to go out in a town for a double date, a formal double date. They're wearing like suit jackets and stuff. Mm-hmm. Of course, they go to a strip club and then a hypnotist.
Yeah. When they were.
Now,
obviously, they needed their R rating, and so because it's a 70s Blaxploitation film, they needed the nudity.
Be fair,
and it's all white women too, which I found funny.
Not just white women, unattractive white women. Now, let's be fair. In the 70s, it was socially acceptable to take a date to a strip club.
It was also socially acceptable to go see an adult film as well.
Oh,
yes. There was a lot of porn.
Pickle, yeah.
Yeah, well. But when Deep Throat came out, celebrities were going to see that.
No.
And they have footage of celebrities going in to see this film, and it was just kind of, it is what it is. This country, and I mentioned this before,
little old ladies want to see it.
Was much more sexually freeing 25, 30 years ago. 35 years ago, in that time frame.
See, Herman Cain's got us on the right track. We should all be naked.
Yeah.
Take off your clothes.
It was a lot more freeing, just a mere 2-3 decades ago. And nowadays, you can't watch Back to the Future without the word terrorist being,
What does that have to do with sex, sir? Stop.
I'm just saying. No. What I'm saying is the amount.
I'm cutting you off. I'm cutting you off.
The amount of censorship today.
I'm cutting you off, sir.
Because we have to protect the children.
It's not the children.
It is the children.
No, we're talking about 70s strip clubs. Get back on track, sir.
Well, I'm just talking about the amount of censorship today.
I know
it's fucking nauseating.
Okay, I will do the political rant, sir.
Okay.
And you will toe the line and just do your funny accents.
Oh. But I love you.
Now,
I fucking love you, bitch.
I know I agree with you. I agree with you.
But yeah.
I'm gonna steer us back on.
So yes, they decide to go to a strip club.
Now, were you?
Well, they don't necessarily. The strip club was kind of be the end of the night, but then as they're walking down the strip, there's this guy in the.
I'm still on the strip club, sir.
Okay.
Now I happen to know for a fact that you have at least once in your time been in a strip club. Right? Am I correct?
That is a good guess.
Okay. Yeah, I'm guessing. I've never accompanied you to one of these.
Never.
Clubs of stripping.
The clubs of stripping.
Yes, and now I myself watching this movie, I'm kind of shocks me at how easy it must have been to become a stripper in the 70s.
Yes.
Because apparently all you have to do is get naked. Doesn't matter how you look. You can be a little plain. You can small-breasted strippers seem to be the norm in this one place.
And that's another thing that's changed is how people perceive themselves today. I think it's unrealistic.
Holy shit, sir! What is it with you tonight?
I'm sorry.
You are doing my gig.
I know I am. It's kind of weird.
It is very weird.
It's like I'm possessed by you.
I'm mentioning like
much the way Isaac is possessed by JD.
I'm putting breasts in your lap as a conversation thing, and you're going on to the subjugation of women. And I'm like, no, I do that, sir. You're supposed to be talking about titties.
Titties, baby.
Yeah.
That ain't gonna hurt you.
What I'm getting at, I'm sure you'll agree, is that when you watch this film, they're just all you had to do to be a stripper apparently was to get half naked, and just kind of like jog in place casually, just like wiggle a little bit. Like now you have to be an acrobat.
Yep, you got to be able to swing on a pole.
Yeah, and
you have to be able to hold yourself upside down. You got to be able to do backflips.
And having measurements that would make Barbie blush helps too.
Yep. You have to pretty much be a solid 9 these days. The only time you get women like in JD's Revenge coming out are on Tuesday nights.
Or at the last strip club I went to.
Oh, boy.
Oh, yeah. I saw Judi Dench. Yeah. But, so what I'm getting at is the strip clubs in the 70s were very sad places.
It seems that way. Yes.
But you took your dates there. But anyway, you were saying
you probably had a better chance of taking home a stripper in the 70s, unlike today.
Well, except for you, sir.
Well, except for me, I was never able to take home a stripper. Just throwing that out there.
Okay.
I think we talked about this in an episode.
Yeah, we did. That's why I brought it up.
I couldn't tell you which one, but I know it's in the 40s. So listen to all of them. Anyway, so they
go to the hypnotist.
Well, they walk down the strip, and there's a guy outside saying, "This is the best show in town, and it's cheap, or it's free, or something along those lines."
No cover charge.
No cover charge.
Come on in, see the ladies.
And they're like, "Oh, let's go do it. Come on, it'll be fun." And then the next shot, the transition is him on stage.
Right.
With a few other guys. And she's doing her whole hypnotist act.
Which was actually pretty big during the time. Yeah.
Yeah. And her whole thing, it actually works because JD's spirit at that point jumps into his body.
Because I guess when you're hypnotized, your soul is weakened or something.
Something, yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know. We could pull it apart even more for being unrealistic in that aspect.
I'm not saying unrealistic. I'm just trying to get to the logic of it.
It's unrealistic.
Well, yeah, we've already accepted it's Blaxploitation. It's not really. We're not going to be clinging to realism here.
Right.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
But so yeah, that opens the doors, and so our young Isaac slowly begins to change, become corrupted. Now, the first sign of this, besides the migraines, is that he buys a pimp hat. Right?
Yes, he does.
Yes.
He specifically, he's driving his cab and he sees this hat in the window.
Might I add that the pimp hat is a vast improvement on the gay leather bike cap he's wearing at the time.
Yes, it is.
When he gets out of that cab, I'm like, buy the hat now. Buy the hat. Get the hat. Buy the hat. And also, it's not the same hat. I thought at least it would be the same hat from the Flashback.
Right.
But it's not. It's like a different hat because it's not purple.
Yeah.
Now, do you have any more comments about the hat buying sequence? Because I have a big problem here I have to bring up, and I don't want to step on your toes.
No.
Okay. This bothers me to no end.
Right.
The guy that sells him the hat
Okay.
has an eye patch.
Yeah.
Why does the guy that sells him the hat have an eye patch?
I don't know.
The minute you put somebody with an eye patch in a movie, I want a backstory.
Yeah.
All of a sudden,
you want to know how he gets that eye patch.
You don't give a peripheral character an eye patch.
This is true.
First of all, because he's a peripheral character. Get it?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
Yeah. I want to make sure I'm reaching somebody there. And I'm sorry. For me, that was worth the journey. But no, it's when you give a secondary or peripheral character an eye patch,
right?
You don't do that because now I need to know more.
Yeah.
Or at least have him occur somewhere else in the film. So, and that bugged me for like a good half hour. You don't just give a random character an eye patch. That's like filmmaking 101.
That is true.
If you're watching Die Hard in the opening when Bruce Willis goes into the Nakatomi Plaza and the guy behind the counter had an eye patch, you'd forget everything else in that film for like the next half hour. So where's the guy with the eye patch? Something's gonna. And then when they come in and shoot him, so what the fuck was that? He has an eye patch. Do not give someone an eye patch and then just like pass them off after 30 seconds.
Yeah, no, you need to know that story.
It's
like what was it? The what's his face from Action Jackson. He's like, you want to know how that guy's balls ended up in a jar?
I want Papa Doc.
Papa Doc. That's it.
I need Papa Doc's back. I bet you Papa Doc had an eye patch too.
He might have.
He might have. Now in Action Jackson, if someone had an eye patch, they would have been in the whole goddamn film.
That's true.
I'm not saying it's a superior film. I'm just saying I think he had that much sense.
You're probably right.
It's just. Yeah, I mean, again, when a character has an eye patch, there should be more depth to that character.
You're right.
Yes.
I agree. All right, so he buys the hat.
Did you catch that? Depth perception? Depth.
Yeah, I yes.
I'm just making sure, because I didn't hear any laughter, so I want to make sure you got that.
There's a reason for that. Anyway.
Shut your mouth. Just talking about that.
Shut your fucking mouth, bitch. Nobody talks to me that way. So he's having all these headaches on and off, and during these headaches you get little pieces of flashbacks from the night that he was murdered,
and a cow being slaughtered,
and I don't know if that's a real shot of a cow getting stabbed in the neck. Probably is, or not. Well, it might be a real dead cow, but I don't know if it was alive at that moment, because I just don't know how much pull PETA had in the 70s.
No, they didn't. They were doing shit like that all the time.
Yeah. So I wouldn't be surprised if that was a real cow. And
you start seeing JD in the mirror too.
Yes.
Right.
Yeah. Yes, you do. Because he has a scar in his eye, and he's like rubbing his finger across it. Mm-hmm. And one of the things, if he's in the mirror and you see JD, yeah, and the character Isaac, he is possessed by him, shouldn't they be moving at the same time?
I think you're reading too deeply into it.
Well, JD's not. It just goes to show that
JD's on the other side. JD's not. He's not seeing himself as JD. He's just saying JD, and it's like mirror on the wall. Who's the hippest job cat of them all? So that's you, JD.
Well,
that's
that moment, JD is moving his hand across his face.
But it's because of the scar. It was supposed to thumbing the scar.
Yeah, but it was supposed to be at the same time.
But not. It wasn't supposed to be. It wasn't synchronized. I think you're reading too deep into it.
No, it wasn't synchronized. But I'm saying it was supposed to be.
I don't think it was supposed to. I think.
Sure, I think it is. Absolutely.
I disagree totally. I think you're missing.
Then why do it?
I think you're missing the point, because that's why later when he breaks the mirror, you see JD's face in the mirror, but it's not like
because at that point, no, it's because I think in the beginning it was possession. Where to the point of where it's like, wow, that I see him in the mirror as me.
Oh, that was
and then as the film progresses, JD becomes almost separate from him. Like he starts seeing him around, and then it's a complete takeover, possession
No.
take over.
I think you're reading that wrong, sir. I think that when you see JD in the mirror, he's using the mirror as a portal of haunting. He's haunting him as he's slowly taking him over.
I'm saying at the point where he's rubbing the scar or fingering the scar across his face, at that point, at least at that point, it's supposed to be at the same time.
I disagree. Sir, I have to disagree with your interpretation of that scene.
Whatever. Moving on. God damn it! Let's fucking move on.
So he goes to his doctor for some advice on what to do about the headaches and everything. And what does his doctor say?
He goes,
"Smoke some weed."
Smoke some weed.
I love 70s doctors.
Oh my God. Yeah, relax, go home, smoke some weed. It's like, really? Is that allowed? I might be sick.
That's the second best line from a doctor in the film. The first one is coming up. You know which one I'm talking about.
That's from his friend, right?
Yeah. Who is like a doctor or an intern or something.
Right.
Now,
doesn't that scene happen right after the smoke some weed?
No, it's later. It
is later?
Yeah, it's later. Oh yeah, there's a lot of shit that happens between then. That's before anyway. Wait, hold on. I have in my notes a random line of dialogue. I don't remember where it's from. It's like, can you dig it? No sweat, blood. What's that from?
Isn't that?
Oh, I think it's when he meets his friend at his numbers runner.
Is that what it is?
Yeah.
Yes, that's what it is. Yes, you're right.
Yeah.
So he sees his doctor. He tells him to smoke some weed.
Right.
Then he goes home, and then proceeds to make love to his girlfriend.
No, first he plays the ghetto lotto. First he goes to see his friend, and he puts $1 on the numbers.
Oh, is that what? Oh, you're right.
Yeah. Which I finally found out what the numbers are. I never knew.
What are the numbers?
It's the racetrack. It's the totals at the end of the day for the racetrack.
Oh.
They take the last 3 numbers, and those are the numbers. So you have like a 1 in 999 chance of getting it.
Oh, I see.
It's literally a ghetto lotto.
Oh.
Or whatever you want to call it, a slum lotto. And I just found that out literally 2 days ago.
Huh.
Accidentally, because I even wrote my notes. Can you really play the numbers for just $1? What is this, like Gangster Lotto? I don't understand.
I went.
Yeah.
No, I was just gonna say I went to a racetrack once. One of the most depressing experiences of my life.
That sounds like last time I went to a casino.
It really was one of the most depressed. I mean, you just see people. See, when I went, there were 3 floors. The first floor, where pretty much homeless people went, and cheap people. It's like $5 bets and things of that nature. Second floor, a little bit bigger stakes. I think it was $10 minimum, $20 minimum, and then the third floor for the high rollers, which is like, $50 or $100 minimum. But I was on all 3 floors, and we ended on the first floor because that was the exit out of the building. One of the most depressing evenings of my life. I mean, I walked out of there I'm like, this is how is this legal? The just people throwing away their paychecks. It was
Joey,
terrible.
Joey,
yes.
You're doing it again.
I know. I'm sorry.
You're good. Anyway, let's steer back towards what has to be one of the most disturbing sex scenes.
Oh yeah,
I've seen in a long time.
Yeah, he's on top of her, and he just becomes JD at that moment. He's like, "Don't worry, Daddy ain't gonna hurt you."
I've got 3 lines from that scene. I got, "Daddy ain't gonna hurt you, baby," but before that was,
right.
"Am I doing you good?" and let me take you down, baby. All of which I plan on using the next. Never mind.
Yeah. Okay. And I don't know about you, but watching that scene,
I was aroused.
But was she enjoying that at any moment?
I was enjoying it
because it almost seemed like she was acting like she was being raped.
It's called rough sex, sir. She was enjoying it.
No. But it almost seemed like she. No, listen.
Well, she kind of was.
Listen to where I'm going, please. Oh my God. it almost felt like she was being raped. But if it wasn't for her saying, don't stop, that's so good, you would swear she's being raped.
Well, again, it's rough sex.
Yeah. Well, it doesn't seem like she was used to that at any time during this relationship. It didn't seem like that happened very often.
It was a game changer. Yes.
Yeah, it was definitely a game changer.
Definitely, that's something that's going to come back to haunt him for more than JD did. How come you don't take me down anymore? I don't know what you're talking about, baby.
Baby, I ain't gonna hurt you. But if you don't shut the fuck up.
And after that, we have our next JD flash when he picks up an old lady in his cab.
Oh my! You know what? In my opinion, that was my favorite scene in the whole movie.
It was definitely. That's when you realize you're going to have fun with this film.
Oh yeah.
Up until then, you're still iffy, but after that scene, it's like, yeah, this is. Get out my cab.
He fucking drives that cab like a maniac, swerving and doing fucking 180s and all kinds of crazy shit that he cracks her fucking head through the back window.
He yanks her. You know what the best part of that whole scene? He yanks her out, takes her purse, takes like the money out of her purse,
sees that it's not anything significant, and throws it away.
But it's just that moment where he holds it and he just throws it to the ground like, yeah, fuck that.
It's fucking $5. Fucking needs $5, bitch. You need $5. Look at you.
I only have one note in my book for that whole scene.
Yeah.
Throw mama from the cab.
Oh, God. Wah, wah.
Well, that was awesome. And then later, when he's talking to the guy that owns the cab station, yeah, now the damn police are after me. Woman says one of my drivers almost killed her. Says it was a black guy.
I got like 100 of those.
Yeah, I got 100 people that fit that description. He's like, you're talking to one of them, sir.
That's right. I'm right here. Right here. I'm going to go drive for you later.
Hey, you sound all computery to me. Really? Yeah.
I sound fine. It's how I record on my end that matters.
All right, fine. Screw it. I just can't understand you. So he's telling him, I got 100 employees that listen to the description. Yeah, I know.
And at that point, he's not JD, so he's like, I don't know what the fuck you're talking about.
Well, no, but I think he remembered, though, because he looked kind of guilty.
Well, he is... Okay, never mind.
Oh, easy there.
I'm kidding. Just because, whatever, the evil white bosses say, I got 100 black people that fit that description. Right. I was just going with the flow.
Go with the flow, baby.
Bitch, I'm just going with the motherfucking flow.
Word.
JD's revenge. I'm gonna get my revenge. I fucking love Lou Gossett's character, too, as the preacher.
Oh, man, that is one popular priest.
Yeah. Oh, man. Yeah. Oh, and the Lord, he's going to come down, and he's going to give you the final hand of God. It's like, what? What are you talking about? And he did that to a T, because
I don't know probably... about to a T.
No. That is one of the most popular style of preacher.
Yeah, I don't know if
for a Blaxploitation film.
I don't think Gotcha pulled it off, though. All I could think was that he thought he was James Brown from the Blues Brothers.
Oh, yeah. Oh, in the flashback when he has the hair, he's like, oh, I'm going to kill you. I'm going to end your life. It's like,
now that scene, I wanted to see the whole scene.
Well, yeah.
I'm going to put you down. I'm going to bury you. He's like bobbing as he says it.
Yeah, right, exactly.
Like he's like Joe Frazier or something.
I'm going to end your life.
No, but I actually had to watch the Blues Brothers after this.
Oh, really?
Because Lou Gottsson, all I can think of is, do you see the light? Do you see the light?
Do you see it? Bitch, I don't see nothing. Oh, my God. So, okay. Yeah. After he does that with the little old lady.
Go see the priest, and then he gets the hots for his daughter. Or we don't know that yet. No, that's his daughter.
No.
Yeah.
Well, yeah.
Yeah, as far as we know.
Mm-hmm.
And
he slowly and surely becomes JD more and more as the film progresses.
Well, the next big...
Well, and the thing that kills me, and it's what I like it too, but the thing that kills me is the whole film is about this character JD getting revenge for, well, we'll get to it, but it's his revenge. And he's one of the most unlikable characters.
Well, he's an anti-hero.
He goes beyond anti-hero.
Well, because even though
you feel nothing for this character. You don't give a shit if he gets revenge or not. You're entertained.
But it's still wrong. It's still righting a wrong.
Yeah, but he's still an asshole.
Well, I like that. I thought that was kind of cool. I like the idea of the villain. It's like payback.
Oh no, I'm not saying I didn't like it. I'm just saying he's a piece of shit.
Well, yeah. Well, if Isaac was being like possessed by a nice guy, it wouldn't be that thrilling, would it?
No. And you're right,
dude. If JD was a nice guy, we wouldn't have had such brilliant lines as, "How dare you talk to me like I'm some kind of common sissified nigga whip." I had to rewind that 3 times to get that down properly.
Oh my god!
It's out of nowhere.
Well, you know what? It's funny. It's oh fuck, what was the name of that movie with Bob Hoskins and Denzel Washington, where Bob Hoskins sees Denzel Washington the whole time?
I think
What's that?
I think it's called Heart Condition.
I think you're right.
It's something like that.
Well, because Bob Hoskins gets Denzel Washington's heart.
That's a
and
totally
then
different.
he starts seeing him around everywhere. Well, no. But it's kind of like that.
No, it's not even close.
Kind of.
No, it's the redemption.
Well, he still helps him kind of right or wrong in that movie.
But in that case, it's Hoskins' redemption. He redeems himself from being the bigoted cop that he is, and I hate you for actually bringing that up in my mind now because I remember that movie.
I do too.
Oh, man,
I remember liking it.
I remember. Eh. If I go back and watch it now, I guarantee I'll hate it. But
yeah, probably.
Because it was so cliche, you know. It's, the racist white cop, and then they put the black guy's heart in his body, and now he's got a. But no, the difference.
It was Heart Condition.
Yeah, but you looked it up.
I just did. Yes, I did.
So yeah,
came out in 1990. It was after Denzel won his Oscar too.
For what?
He won Best Supporting Actor for Glory.
Oh, Glory. Okay, all right. I can see him do that after Glory.
I think Glory came out 3 years earlier. So
okay.
I mean, this was at the time when Denzel Washington was when he was doing roles like Heart Condition and what the fuck was that other one where it was in Jamaica? What the fuck was that one called? It was called the
Mighty Quinn.
The Mighty Quinn.
I'm on a roll, motherfucker.
You are on a roll. Holy shit.
I know my Denzel.
Motherfucker. Actually, Glory came out in '89, so he got the Oscar the same year as he did.
What was his first big action film?
His first big action movie?
Yeah, John Lithgow.
Was it Ricochet?
Ricochet. Yep.
Yeah. Okay.
You got it.
Oh yeah.
Okay. Which is probably Lithgow's weakest performance as a villain. I didn't care for him in that.
What, you liked him better in? All
right, I take it back. Cliffhanger was his weakest. This is his second weakest.
Well, at least Cliffhanger was a hit for him.
Yeah, but it doesn't make it a good role.
What?
It doesn't make it.
Well, you didn't like Eurotrash, that he was Eurotrash?
No.
No.
His best villain ever was in Hollow Point. I stand by that.
Hollow Point? Yeah. I agree with that.
But we got sidetracked. Sissified nigga whip. Yeah.
What? You didn't like Raising Cain?
See, for a split second, I thought you were serious.
What? No.
Almost got me there.
Come on.
You
don't like seeing John Lithgow in drag?
I like the first
ugliest woman ever.
You know what? No, I'll tell you right now. Great.
Although I did like him in Buckaroo Banzai. I like that film.
Obviously, yeah.
Yeah.
No. Raising Cain. Great performance. Was it not Raising Cain, right? Or was it?
It was Raising Cain.
Raising Cain.
Yeah.
Great performance by Lithgow.
Yes.
Excellent performance. Shitty movie.
Yes, it was definitely
horribly written movie. Great performance.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
But back to Sissified Nigga Whip. Now, after he brutalizes her because she
he beats the living shit out of her.
Yeah.
And he just goes fucking nuts. He's JD completely at that point.
Yeah.
Bitch, nobody fucking talks to me that way. And he beats the living shit out of her.
He takes the cork out of the wine. That was my favorite part. Just
yeah.
that actor, his wasn't it Glenn Turman? His body language when he became JD was great. He was the perfect person to play that character.
Yeah. It's like when he officially does become JD and he goes into the nightclub
No,
it's in the trailer too.
Yeah, don't go that far yet. You're ruining for me.
It was just going to be a line, but okay.
No, don't lie now.
We'll get to it. All right.
Yeah, we'll get to it. I want to go through this scene by scene because it was so good.
Oh God! Then you lead the way.
So, let's say the next after that, he goes to his friend at the hospital for advice.
Right. This is after he beats her up.
Yeah.
And I love his friend's line.
Oh, lines.
Because got to show the ladies who's boss. What you did was actually a good thing.
Yeah.
Like, what? What are you talking about?
He's like, yeah, you should have. Well, the friend.
You should beat up a woman every once in a while. Show them who's fucking boss.
I had to pause it because I was laughing so hard after. I think it's a good thing to go upside a woman's head when she starts to giving you the lip. I mean, believe it or not, they like that. There's nothing funny about that.
No, it in a sad way. In a sad way, it kind of is. But there's nothing that should be funny about that. Let's put it that way.
I would.
It's just, man, it's just crazy. Just the lines in this movie are just crazy, and you just know, in the 70s, people are in the theater. They just ate it up. They loved it.
I was eating it up. I loved it.
It was great.
Are you listening, Mr. Obama?
Yeah.
Please, for the love of God, do it now.
Please.
When we need it the most, please go into it. If he came out, if his State of the Union, if he just come out and like lit a cigarette, you know every other word out of his mouth by then was gonna be gold.
Yep.
That's what I want. I want Obama to come out and just pull a cigarette, light it, and not even say a word for like a good minute. As everybody's like, shit.
It's gonna piss the right people off. That's why I want it.
I could die happy to see that. That would be, what are the odds of that happening?
I don't know, 1,000,000 to 1.
And the first line out of his mouth, if he did that, would have to be, all right, now listen, bitches.
Bitches, listen up.
Playtimes.
You don't like me, I don't like you, but we got to get this shit together. So let's fucking do it. I'm tired of sitting around waiting for you motherfucking hockeys. So after he sees his friend,
and his sage advice of his friend.
Yeah, he does he go to the church or does he go and try and get back together with his chick on the bus? He
goes to church a couple times. It's a little fuzzy after this. He goes to the church a couple times. His fiance goes to her ex-husband. How old are these college kids?
I know.
You got an ex-husband who's like a cop, and he doesn't like JD apparently because he slapped her around or whatever. So there's tension there.
He thinks he's a loser, and I'm not doing this. What did he say? He said that.
Oh, his parents. Asked him.
Right. It's like asked him to, follow him around.
Right. And at first I think, okay, so it's her brother or something, and then they drop ex-husband. So we really needed that complication in here. Yeah. It's bad enough it took me half the film to figure out that it wasn't JD's wife or girlfriend that was killed, but his sister.
Yeah. No. Yes.
Hey, half the film, like, that's why he's upset that she's dead.
Well, they keep flashing back to that, and you get little snippets. You get this. You see the same thing over and over and over, but you only get 5 seconds more, and then 7 seconds more, and then 10 seconds more. You get almost nothing until the nearly 3/4 of the way in, and then you get enough. You're like, okay, I get what this flashback means now.
But even then, they show the whole scene in the beginning, and that one piece of information is not enough to be like a twist or revelation. It's just enough to be annoying that they didn't tell you sooner.
Yeah. No, it's true.
It just, yeah. So, okay, so it's his sister. Yeah.
Yeah.
That picture of Lou Gossett at the church.
Oh.
I need that poster on my wall. that Lou Gossett wants you.
Good luck finding it.
I bet you I could.
I would love it if you did.
Oh, that'd be... I bet you Lou Gossett's got it.
I bet. We should call him. Have him call our show. He's not doing nothing.
You think I get him? Oh, stop. You think I get him? I'll give him a ring.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Why the fuck not?
I know a couple people. I'll pull some strings.
Yeah. Let's do it.
Get Lou Gossett on.
Lou Gossett.
If not, I'll just get someone to pretend.
Murderer.
No, it was murderer.
And like close up on his mouth with that gold tooth.
Well, he yells murderer 3 times. In the last one, he just kind of gives up on forming any kind of vowels or anything. It went murderer, murderer, murderer. Lou, dial it down.
And the man went on to win an Oscar, I think, 5 years later?
What was that for?
Soldier Story? Wait a minute. The hell was that? Was that a Soldier Story?
They only given the brothers Oscars for doing war films?
Yeah, probably.
Up until
An Officer and a Gentleman.
Oh, there you go.
But still an army movie.
It's still Lou Gossett.
Lou Gossett. That's the one with Richard Gere.
Yeah.
With the famous sound clip. It was like, "Don't you do it! Don't you do it! I got nowhere else to go."
You do that flawlessly, sir.
Thank you. That's that movie.
Okay.
Yep. Anyway, moving on.
Wait. Best the line from the church. You're pimping God's consciousness like some fat whore.
You're pimping God's conscience like some fat whore.
Oh, it wasn't Lou that said that. It was the other guy. Wasn't it?
Was it JD?
No, it was Lou Gossett's right-hand man that turned out to be the kid.
The Theotis.
Theotis. Yeah, that was Theotis.
Is his father, which turned out to be...
that wasn't his father.
Was it his father? Or
No.
his uncle? I thought it was his father.
No, I thought it was just like a business partner.
Theotis?
Theotis, yeah.
No, they have the same last name. It's definitely his father.
Oh, it wasn't a father. It was like a brother or something.
No. And I think the reason why it was his father was because, and this is a spoiler.
But he's raising her daughter.
Well, he always assumed that was Lou Gossett was his daughter.
Right. So,
but it turns out that Theotis
he wasn't that much older.
Knocked up
Gossett.
JD's sister.
Yeah.
Which was dating Lou Gossett.
In the 40s.
Right. And
how old could he be?
I know it's 5 years later. He looked pretty goddamn good.
Yeah, no, but
let's say he was 18.
I'm saying he wasn't Lou Gossett's father.
I'm telling you.
No.
It was his father.
It was his brother or uncle or something.
No, I think you're wrong.
Wait, dude, 1940, Lou Gossett had a gold tooth and a gun. He had to be at least in his late 20s. In 1940, so you go to 30 years later, and he's hopping around like the Gibbons. His father would not be that. His father would be in a wheelchair.
His name, Lou Gossett, was Elijah Bliss, and Theotis Bliss was the other guy.
Gotta be brothers.
He seemed a lot older.
Not that much. That's because Lou didn't have any hair. That's why he looked that much older.
I guess so.
It wasn't his father.
I don't know. I thought... I got the impression that he was father to Lou Gossett, and he was father to Lou Gossett's daughter Lou Gossett thought was his daughter, but it was really...
All that I agree with except for the father part. I think it was his uncle or his cousin or brother or something like that.
We got to... All right.
Brother from another
You know what we got to do? We got to make it right, and on next week's episode, we'll just mention it briefly.
You can just watch it and then tell me I was right. That's, we'll just...
I'm not going to watch the whole thing again.
No, we're overlooking the point that by this point, Isaiah has completely become JD.
Yeah, completely.
He straightens his hair, rapes his girlfriend
creepily.
Again. Tries to rape his girlfriend again. She falls.
He beats the shit out of her twice.
She falls for it too. Says, "You're all better now. I'm all better now." He comes out of the shower with his hair straightened. I like it.
She's like, "Oh my god."
And then so you were saying he goes to the nightclub?
He goes into the nightclub and he's in his 40s outfit.
Right.
It's like Zoot Suit Riot. Okay? And a woman walks by, and this is another one of my favorite lines. She walks by and goes, "I haven't seen an outfit like that in 25 years. And he just goes, "Ha ha ha, yeah!" It's all he does.
But the way he does it.
Oh, I know. It's like his body language is awesome.
All the body language. He was a great. He was a good actor. He really pulled it off.
Well, he's just naturally a good actor.
I wish he wrote down what he was. What the line he hit on the girl was. What was that? It was something really ludicrous. Like what's going on here? It's like me.
That's right. Oh shit! It was just something.
At that point, I was so engrossed in the character, I stopped taking notes. because after that, he takes the girl home and sexes her.
Right.
And then oh, my old man's home. And she runs out to block the guy. He's like a businessman. Oh, I know you're sleeping with somebody. And he just walks out. Yeah, I fucked you, woman.
Yeah, he walks out.
And he pulls a straight razor and slashes the shit out of the guy.
Right, and the guy's on the ground. He goes, "You get up, I'm gonna kill you."
And
he doesn't get up. He goes, "That's the smartest thing you did," or something like that.
Right, and then he's like, and he takes her keys with the big fuzzy thing. He's like, "I'm taking your car." He just walks out. And see, I totally disagree. At that point, I'm with JD 100%. I'm totally in love with the character by that point. I don't know what you mean unlikable.
Well, here's another one you could add to your list. You are correct. They are brothers.
Thank you, Father. What are you
welcome.
talking about?
I don't know. He just looked so much older than Luke Gossett.
Yeah, that was wisdom aging him.
But Betty Jo, which is
the daughter.
JD's. No. Betty Jo was JD's sister.
Yes.
Was Elijah, which is Luke Gossett. That was his wife.
Oh, okay.
So
right.
they were actually
Elijah's wife, right?
His brother-in-law.
But he knocked up. Yeah, but he knocked up Elijah.
But Theotis knocked her up and said that she was going to stay with him instead of going with Theotis. And he's like, over my dead, or it's like he said something along the lines of, "That's not
brother-in-laws because they're not brother-in-laws because that would mean he knocked up his sister."
No. Lou Gossett and JD were brother-in-laws.
Okay, yes, yeah. I thought you meant the other guy.
No. That's just some dude he knows. That's just Elijah's brother. That whatever.
Yeah, but after Isaac as JD tries to rape his girlfriend and then goes and sleeps with this woman and slashes the husband. Oh, by the way, attempted rape. That's not really the kind of thing a relationship bounces back from.
No.
I mean, really, after your girlfriend has had to smash your head in with a vase to avoid being forcefully penetrated against her will,
you don't go back to that.
You're really, at least not right away.
No.
And that's going to be the biggest flaw with the whole film.
And her whole argument is it's not him. There's something wrong with him.
Well, it wasn't, and that's always the argument when that kind of thing happens. It's not like him. He's usually not like this.
No.
The whole problem with the entire film is, of course, at the end it all goes back to the meatpacking plant, and JD gets his revenge. And
he goes and he visits his own gravesite first, and I love it because he's staring at there, and they got like the lightning, and it's like, I will get my revenge.
It was his grave.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
JD goes back to his own gravesite.
I thought you said some gravesite. Sorry.
No. He goes back to his own.
Uh-huh.
I'm on the wiki page and I'm looking at one of the original posters from the 70s. That thing fucking rules.
They knew how to do them back then.
The reincarnation of J.D. Walker.
This movie is awesome, and wait till you hear my taking out the trash for it, which really doesn't need the trash taken out. But I'm gonna fix this film.
You're gonna do it anyway? Okay.
Oh yeah, because my idea is brilliant. Brilliant.
Really? Oh
yeah.
Man, I can't wait to.
You're gonna love it. Yeah, but he takes them back to the. He does that. He lures everybody back to the meatpacking plant.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then through his own machinations reveals the truth without actually doing any killing of his own.
He's dancing around like Michael Jackson.
He's
too.
spinning like a fucking whirling goldfish.
Jesus. Yeah. Theotis. Elijah. Where's your brother? Oh, you know what? That's right. He does say, "Where's your useless brother?" or something like that. I don't know why I forgot that.
Told you. And then after that happens, the cops come in, see a black guy, rough him up.
Yeah.
But Jake.
Well, it's a black captain too.
Well, he had it coming.
That always helps.
Yeah. and there are no phone cameras back then.
Yeah, that's right.
So the spirit leaves him. They go back to the And Lou Gossett has figured out.
Okay, real quick. They're all struggling with the gun,
right?
And it goes off, and Theotis essentially shoots himself. And
Lou Gossett shot him.
Well, yeah. Definitely, because you could tell he was just guilty.
I think it was the girl.
It was the girl.
Yeah. So
they pull JD or Isaac in for questioning.
And again, at this point, let's underline the fact that at this point, Lou Gossett has figured out that JD has possessed young Isaac.
Well, he figured that out earlier in the film, but it was slammed home that it was absolutely he was right.
Right. So by now he's fully aware of that.
Yep.
And so he goes to the cops and says, "Listen, this kid didn't do any of this. He was possessed by
the ghost of JD Walker."
And that works.
They
let him go.
Not only does it work, you're right. Not only does it work, but the captain, he basically says, well, the way I see it, there was a struggle. He shot himself. Case closed. You can go. Wait, what?
Wait. Did you forget the attempted rape and then the deadly assault with a razor and then Grand Theft Auto?
And Grand Theft Auto, right. So
let's mark that up to playful.
Wait. So what you're telling me is, we're cool? Yeah, we're cool. Mm-hmm. Fucking nice. Thank you very much. I'm gonna fucking get out of here. It's like, you know what? He's so lucky he had a black captain. Because if that was a white captain, he would have got him on the murder of JD fucking 40 years ago.
And he was in the Blues Brothers too, wasn't he?
Glenn Turner?
Yeah. Not
the captain?
The captain, yeah.
You know what? I pulled up his name before, Captain Turner, and I pulled up his name. Jesus, everybody was in How I Met Your Mother. This fucking guy was in it.
Fucking stop.
He was in Mr. 3000.
Stop.
Bernie fucking Mac. Let's see. Well, he's been working a long time. He was not in the Blues Brothers.
I was wrong.
Oh, well.
I was thinking something else.
Now, the other cop, I'm trying to remember his name, but he sounded familiar, too.
He looks familiar, yes.
His voice is familiar. Almost like they get him to do commercials or something. Like, his voice is very recognizable. And I just don't remember his name at all. Was his name Carl? I thought that was the friend. I do not remember. I didn't write it down because it didn't occur to me that I should find out who it was. Yeah, I don't know. Damn it. I don't know.
It wasn't Garage Man.
It wasn't Garage Man. You're right. It definitely wasn't Garage Man.
Rapper.
Was it Enoch?
Eliza Bliss. Enoch Land? Fuddleback. That guy's name is not Fuddle.
Well, the last thing that guy did was Fairy Tale Theater in 1985.
Yeah, that guy's name was not Fuddle.
Fuddle.
No, I have no idea. I have no idea. But I mean, this movie's awesome.
I loved it.
I can't recommend this film enough to anybody.
Is it Danny Dunn? It says detective.
You know where I heard about this film, by the way?
Where's that?
There's this crappy little Netflix streaming thing called the 50 Worst Films Ever Made.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Now, when I see that,
don't tell me this is on it.
Yeah. Well, no, I just brought it up for the hell of it, even though I'm talking about how I heard about this.
Blow me.
But, I hear 50 Worst Films Ever Made. It's okay, let me see this. And of course, they just took any public domain trailers they could find that were kind of bad. And half the stuff's the old black and white shit. Was okay, yeah, they had $10 budget. Of course it sucks. And
was Child Bride on there?
No. See what I'm saying? But then out of nowhere, in the middle of it all, JD's Revenge is in. And I was like, I have to see this film. I have to see this film. And all they did was play clips from the trailer.
Is that all they did?
Yeah. Again, they took public domain trailers, and then they would show them as if they're showing scenes from the film, but it's really just scenes from trailers. And that was enough. I had to see this movie. And luckily, it was streaming on Netflix. And, fucking... Dude, this is the best movie ever.
It definitely is.
Now,
a fan favorite.
It's a best, worst film ever. And it can't be improved upon, but... It can be remade.
Okay, so let's hear you're taking out the trash then.
Dude, you remake JD's Revenge,
Right.
modern day. Only thing I'm going to change is the actor that plays the young, or the law student.
Okay. Oh, you mean Glenn Turman?
Yes.
Okay.
I'm going to change the lead character who becomes possessed by J.D. Walker's ghost.
So what do you replace him with?
Will Ferrell. I will pay Will Ferrell. I will pay to see that in a heartbeat. And it may sound stupid, dude. Think about it. Think about Will Ferrell. How good he is at like comedic acting,
right.
and physical humor too. He would fucking nail this. And can you just see him dressed up when he? Just imagine the scene where Isaiah goes into the nightclub dressed up as J.D. Walker. He's like, I haven't seen that in 25 years. Yeah. Now imagine Will Ferrell doing that in the same getup.
Well, I can, because
fucking hilarious.
The flashback in The Other Guys where he's the pimp. Oh, he could do it.
Oh, in a heart, and he would do it right.
Yes, he would.
And that's all I have. That's all I have. I think it's golden. Honestly, if you approached Will Ferrell now with this movie and said, "Watch this, we're doing a remake, and you got to play the lead," I guarantee he'd take it.
Oh, yeah, absolutely he would.
I guarantee. I mean, how do you not? It's just perfect. You wouldn't. You would hardly have to rewrite anything. The only thing that would kill it is if they gave it like an $80 million budget and turned it into a huge thing.
I think like The Other Guys was like an $80 or $100 million movie.
Fucking insane. I mean,
it made more than that, so it did well, but
and actually
there's no reason why that should cost that much money.
No, I enjoyed it, and it still shouldn't have cost that much.
No.
Yeah.
All right, so that's your trash?
That's it. Just put Will Ferrell in the role as JD.
Very good.
That's it.
All right.